Revelation 1569. From the 16th of August 1940. Investigating the mind. Believers and non-believers. The more devotedly man entrusts himself to God's care, the easier his life on earth will be, for this is the will of the Father in heaven, that he be remembered at all times. Only in this way can you receive the power from him, which he gives without restriction to the one who desires it. Man often searches where a single request for enlightenment could give him information, and yet he will not make use of it despite the reference to an instruction from above, because he does not believe. And consequently he will walk in error, because he cannot find the right knowledge without faith. The result of the believer will always differ from that of the unbeliever. They are two different basic attitudes, which also produce different successes. The same success can never be expected, even if the will of research is active, that is, he only wants to solve any spiritual problems purely intellectually. A distinction must be made between a person who rejects faith and a person who is still searching, who is weak in faith and who is ready to believe, so that what he has learned seems acceptable to him. This person asks. The other one, however, asserts. He composes himself intellectually a teaching and is completely convinced of the truth of this. However, he has not taken the slightest divine power for it, therefore the result also cannot be divine truth, because it is the man who does not ask to God, now by no means completely without influence of spiritual power, but now the counterforce steers him, and always to God opposite working. So this counterforce does not allow that man's thinking is now in truth, but it will do everything to confuse the thinking. It is also mostly not the desire for truth that motivates his research, but the prospect of earthly success drives him to use his intellect. So he does not seek any connection with knowing forces, neither consciously nor unconsciously, but he carries together purely intellectually the results of other researchers and puts together a new picture. He does not fetch the wisdom from the eternal wisdom itself, but he makes the trains of thought of other likewise erring people his own. And the final result must be inevitably also error. Amen.